In a quality early childhood program, it is essential to know how children are performing. Assessing children is not an easy task. Children would move around, children would change their activities. We typically believe that observing children in their natural environments is one of the key ways to know how children are doing. In order to work at a large-scale intervention program, we felt there was a need to do a systematic one-on-one assessment of children. An early childhood education program will need to cater to children's developmental needs. An intervention of a large scale, especially that focuses on children between 3 to 6 years of age, will need to have mechanisms through which we can understand what is working on the ground, what is to be changed on the ground, how is it that we prepare teachers better, how is it that we develop or strengthen our curricula better. In order to develop an assessment method and an assessment tool that will help us understand children across all domains of development, our field team, university members, our assessment experts, and early childhood education professionals who've been working in the area for several years came together to develop a standardized tool.
After several rounds of discussion, the team has come up with 15 items. These items we tested in the field. The team has gone and learned a lot of things from the field. We have a qualitative information and quantitative information. In any education program or intervention, it is very important to rely on a decision-making task. To make right decision, the assessment is one of the important aspects. And assessment is always a challenging task. By what to choose, how to do, what to assess, how to assess, and when to assess also. So the contextualization is a very important task. So for example, a child should capable of 3 plus or 4 plus between that age group child was capable to jump from 1.5 feet height. We choose a stool which is exactly at the height of 1.5 thing. Any standard stool which more or less in the same height. So we choose in that item so that it can be carried easily to every center and administer this, ensure the reliability and contextuality and objectivity of the item as well. If you see the other contextual relevance of the children, for example, I choose this item which relies on the aesthetic appreciation aspect. So this is a very important task. I think in my sense, no other tools have covered this aspect, which can be identified by a scenery, natural scenery. And another is a familiar aspect, that a familiar aspect of the child at their context. So that is a village picture. So that children are able to find out, and when we asked what do you like in this picture, they are easily identify the attributes, they easily identify the characters, and also why they like, they are able to say.
The early learner assessment tool serves as a feedback mechanism to the early childhood education initiative that we are doing at Sangareddy. For example, after getting the data of third year learner assessment that we did with children, we found that cognitive domain scores were less than all the other domains. So what we did was, we relooked at the modules that we were doing for capacity building of the teachers.
The information and insights that we gather about children, their development, through use of such a tool is likely to give us various insights into what is the kind of curriculum that is being offered to children. What are the specific inputs that a teacher needs? Is she able to work on a range of language activities? Is she able to work on a range of cognitive development activities with children? Does she need any other input on the way she manages the time and the timetable of the day? So there is various kinds of inputs that are possible to arrive at based on the data that we gather through assessing a large population of children. That's one key contribution of assessing children in a systematic one-on-one basis. Another kind of input that a tool like this or use of an assessment method like this would give us is what are our children doing? Are children across different settings performing in similar ways? Are children in urban setups performing in similar ways? Are children in rural setups performing in similar ways? So there are various ways in which an assessment tool like this can help a teacher, a curriculum developer, a early childhood professional.